What's the matter, honey? Are you lost?
They told me to take a streetcar named Desire, and then transfer to one called Cemeteries, and ride 6 blocks and get off at Eliason Fields.
That's where you are now.
At Eliason Fields?
This here is Eliason Fields.
They mustn't have understood what number I wanted.
What number are you looking for?
632.
You don't have to look no further.
I'm looking for my sister, Stella DuBois. I mean, Mrs. Stanley Kowalski.
That's the party. You did just miss her, though.
Can this be her home?
She's got the downstairs here, and I got the upstairs.
Oh, she's out?
You notice that bowling alley around the corner?
I'm not sure I did.
Well, that's where she's at, watching her husband bowl. Do you want to leave your suitcase here and go find her?
No.
I'll go tell her you come.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Woman.
She wasn't expecting you.
No, not tonight.
Well, why don't you just go in and make yourself at home till they get back?
How could I do that?
We own this place, so I can let you in. It's sort of messed up right now, but when it's clean, it's real sweet.
Is it?
Uh-huh, I think so. So are you Stella's sister?
Yes. Thanks for letting me in.
Por nada. As the Mexicans say, por nada. Stella spoke of you.
Yes?
I think she said you taught school.
Yes.
Are you from Mississippi, huh?
Yes.
She showed me a picture of your home place, the plantation.
Okay, so, Belle Reve?
A great place with white columns.
Yes.
A place like that must be awful hard to keep up.
If you'll excuse me, I'm just about to drop.
Sure, honey. Why don't you sit down?
What I meant was I'd like to be left alone.
I'll make myself scarce in that case.
I didn't mean to be rude, but...
I'll drop by the bowling alley and hustle her up.
She came in.
Stella, oh Stella, Stella. Stella for star. Now then, let me look at you. But don't look at me, Stella, no. Not till later, not till I've bathed and rested. And turn that overlight off. Turn that off. I won't be looked at in this merciless glare. Come back here now. Oh, my baby, Stella. Stella for star. I thought you would never come back to this horrible place. What am I saying? I didn't mean to say that. I meant to be nice about it and say, oh, what a convenient location and such. Precious lamb, you wouldn't have said a word to me.
You haven't given me a chance to, honey.
Well, now you talk. Open your pretty mouth and talk while I look around for some liquor. I know you must have some liquor on the place. Where could it be, I wonder? Oh, I spy.
Blanche, you sit down and let me pour the drinks. I don't know what we've got to mix with. Maybe a Coke's in the icebox. Look and see, honey, while I'm...
No Coke, honey. Not with my nerves tonight. Where is...
Stanley? Bowling. He loves it. They're having a found some soda tournament.
Just water, baby. To chase it. Now don't get worried. Your sister hasn't turned into a drunkard. She's just all shaken up and hot and tired and dirty. You sit down now and explain this place to me. What are you doing in a place like this?
Now, Blanche.
Oh, I'm not going to be hypocritical. I'm going to be honestly critical about it. Never in my worst dreams could I picture. Only Mr. Edgar Allan Poe could do it justice. Out there, I suppose, is the ghoul-haunted woodland of Weir.
No, honey. Those are the L&N tracks.
No, now seriously, putting joking aside, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you write me, honey? Why didn't you let me know?
Tell you what, Blanche.
Why that you had to live in these conditions?
Aren't you being a little intense about it? It's not that bad at all. New Orleans isn't like other cities.
This hasn't got nothing to do with New Orleans. You might as well say, forgive me, blessed baby. The subject is closed.
Thanks.
You're all I've got in the world, and you're not glad to see me.
Why, Blanche, you know that's not true.
No? I'd forgotten how quiet you were.
You never did give me a chance to say much, Blanche, so I just got in the habit of being quiet around you.
A good habit to get into. You haven't asked how I happened to get away from school before the spring term ended.
Well, I thought you'd volunteer that information if you wanted to tell me.
You thought I'd been fired?
No, I thought you might have resigned.
I was so exhausted by I was so exhausted by all I'd been through. My nerves broke. I was on the verge of lunacy almost. So Mr. Graves is a high school superintendent, he suggested I take a leave of absence. I couldn't put all those details into a wire. Oh, this buzzes right through me and feels so good.
Why don't you have another?
No, one's my limit.
Sure?
You haven't said a word about my appearance.
You look just fine.
God love you for a liar. Daylight never exposed so total a ruin. But you've put some weight on, yes? You're just as plump as a little partridge. And it's so becoming to you.
Now, Blanche.
Yes, it is, or I wouldn't say it. You just have to watch around the hips a little. Stand up.
Not now.
You hear me? I said stand up. You messy child, you've spilt something on that pretty white lace collar. About your hair, you ought to have it cut and feather bobbed with your dainty features. Stella, you have a maid, don't you?
No. With only 2 rooms, it's...
What? 2 rooms, did you say?
This one and...
The other one? I'm going to just take I'm going to just take one tiny little nip more, sort of to put the stopper on, so to speak. Then put the bottle away so I won't be tempted. I want you to look at my figure. You know I haven't put on 1 ounce in 10 years, Stella. I weigh what I weighed the summer you left Belle Rive, the summer Dad died, and you left us.
It's just incredible, Blanche, how well you're looking.
But Stella, there's only 2 rooms. I don't see where you're going to put me.
We're going to put you in here.